Hey everyone, and welcome to Savvy Signs. So today I wanted to jump right into a topic that I haven't discussed yet, and that's my personal experience with community college. So for all of you graduates out there, you're about to graduate high school and you have to make one of the biggest decisions of your life. Do you go to college? And if so, do you go to community college or a major university? Some people think that going straight to a university is the best idea, but it really just depends on you and your personality. But I wanted to share my thoughts and my goals and dreams that I had throughout community college that have helped me become the person that I am today. So back in my senior year of high school, I had applied for a few universities. A few were actually private universities. I got accepted into all of them, but then I decided to just push all of that away for a few years, and I started working full-time at my dad's auto body shop. And around October of that year, I realized that's really not what I wanted to do with my life at that point. So I called one of my friends. She worked with a recruiting club at our community college. And I talked to her for about 2 hours one day. I asked her all these questions. Is it too late to go to college at this point? Since everyone else started in August, I'd have to jump right in October. Is that even possible? And then I asked about online classes. Would I be taking any of those? What do you do in those? Are they difficult? And just all these other questions, and she tried to answer them as best as she could, but she told me to go see a counselor at the community college, set up an appointment, and she could help me answer these questions and get full-time into school. So the next day, I went with my mom to the community college, and the counselor, she saw us right away. She just helped with all of the questions. She really relieved me of all this nervousness and stress that I had. She ended up telling me that I could start in October and I could actually finish with my first semester in December, just like all the other people. But the classes would be a little tougher. Instead of 16 weeks, I would only have 8 weeks to finish 5 classes. And so that would be a little bit more difficult than I had originally thought. So she put me full-time. I had 3 online classes and 2 were actually in class. And the more that I had taken the classes, the more I got used to the program that they used. And the teachers, they were super friendly and helpful with everything. So if I didn't understand something in the class, I could go to that teacher and ask them for help. They'd sit down in their office and explain it to me until I understood it. And then I would even do the extra credit work, even though it wasn't required. And I worked my butt off until December, and then I ended up getting my transcript for that amount of time that I had been there, and then I ended up with a 4.0 for that first semester. And I just thought that was crazy to think that I could go straight into it in October and still end up with a 4.0 at that point. It just really shocked me. The next January, I jumped straight back into full-time college, and I did 16 weeks instead of 8 weeks then. So I had a little bit more time to go do things. I decided to go audition for our campus talent show that we had, and I ended up getting second place in that, which was really neat. But after that, people started seeing me in the hallway, and they would ask me if I was that girl that wrote the original song for the talent show. And I thought that was kind of weird. These people still knew who I was even a few months later, so that was kind of odd. But around April, we did our crawfish boil that we do annually at my school, and a few people came up to me then and they said, "Hey, we know you were in the talent show, right?" But then they asked me if I would be willing to join their club, Campus Activities Board, and they host a lot of events at the school, including the Crawfish Festival, Fado Do. I told them I'd think about it, and I came back in August and I jumped into that club with them, and I made a lot of memories there. But I also ended up joining our theater association at the school and our honor society. And then later on, I even went to set up our first American Sign Language club at our school too. So overall, I think my experience with community college has been amazing. I don't regret going to community college instead of going to a university at all. I tried to go to a university last January and it didn't work out. The campus was huge, there were too many people, I had to share a dorm room with some girl that I didn't know. And then I would go ask questions to turn in paperwork to actually get enrolled in the school. And then I'd go to one person and they'd say, well, you have to go over there. And I would go to that other person and they'd say, oh, that's not my department either, sorry. So it was real hectic and confusing for me. And that was just a bad first impression. So really, I think community college was ultimately the better choice, in my opinion. Yes, it is cheaper for a lot of people. It is a little bit easier education in a way. But don't forget that when you transfer from a community college to a university, those credits transfer the same way. So you're still paying a less amount to get the same credits that you would at a university. It saves a lot of money in that way. And then I also got to make all of these wonderful friends and all these memories that I wouldn't have had at a university. If I would have gone straight there to a big university, I probably would have been lost and shy and just not outgoing at all. But over time at community college, I kind of slowly began to open myself up to trying new things and just being friendly overall. I think that really changed who I am as a person. So I really don't regret going there. So that's my personal experience with it. And I want to hear your thoughts and comments as well. So what do you think? Do you think it's better to go to community college first? Or do you think it's better to go straight to a university? Let me know down in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching this video. And if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and a like. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys next time.